I think that's massive. I think from my memories as a player, I remember a couple of finals we had to go to Pontillice. We'd have a minibus down.
Crying in the shower.
Crying in the shower when we lost, yeah. And my mother pulling me out of the shower. That's Di's favourite story, I think, of me. We'd have a bus down, Zook and Di be on the bus, and then when we come back there'd be a buffet on or something, wouldn't there? You know, it was good. They were great years, I think. Great 4 or 5 years, not for just the club, for us. But apart from that, I think even now you see it, for example, last Sunday Di's down here helping the under-9s, and now his granddaughter's playing. He's going to be probably there for another 10 years, so we'll have to have a 30th anniversary day when it comes as a coach.
No, it's about kids playing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And enjoying it.
Absolutely. I think about 90% of the players who've been involved in the first team over the last 10-15 years have been coached or captained by you, definitely. I think as a testament, there was 8 homegrown players playing last week in the first, and in the top league, and it is normally a majority of 8 homegrown players playing every week, and everyone's been coached by Di. So I think that's a very big testament to David himself. He's very modest, he is, as a bloke. I will big him up a bit. I won't big him up too much because I don't like him that much. But no, he's a great guy, and I think what he's done for the junior section down there is outstanding. And Di, any stand? I know it's a lot of memories. Any stand-up memories for you?
No, that's what I like to say about the junior section. Is the way it is run now, because it's in the best hands it's ever been. And Mark Cox is doing a real special job.
Yeah, Cox is doing a fantastic job.
And it's going to help the club in years to come.
Yeah, massively. So we've had a couple of finals as a juniors down at Pontillice.
No, I didn't.
Right. The kids had a couple of finals down in Pontillice. Anyone that is a favourite, or is they all the same?
They're all the same, but last year 17 was a good one because we were the underdogs.
Yeah.
And we played well all year, so all season, sorry.
I think there's a good batch. I think that just shows you've still got a bit of it. We call it the Sir Alex Ferguson of.
We did have a good under 15s cup. The only time we ever entered the cup. That was
Was that my year? Was it?
Was your year? Yeah.
My year, yeah, my year. Yeah, we did. I remember that playing in our cup game. That was a good stint as well. We travelled quite a lot of Wales, didn't we? West Wales, really. Yeah. So no, we had a good run and a good junior side, all down to the Brian Clough and Peter Taylor of cricket, Zook and Di Seage. Along with all the playing side and on the field, I think Di can be credited as a very true club man. He's now a life member of the club, which just shows he's held in high esteem here. He's been darts captain for many years. He's led him to many promotions and many relegations. Yes. He's even let me have a couple of games, and
when we shot.
Yeah, when we shot. Anyone see me play darts, he's got to have some trust in me if he's a good captain. More importantly, like we spoke with the juniors, he's a mentor just to everyone he's coached, both on and off the field. I think cricket's a very funny game when it's not going your way. I think there's a lot of critics, and Di is always in your corner and on your shoulder giving you advice. He does have a bit of a joke. If we go duck, he said, "Well, you're off to the nets," but he's in all seriousness, he'll come and try and speak to you and give you some tips or some advice or stick up for someone. And he has done that for me a couple of times, both on and off the field. There's one record he's very proud of. Di, can you elaborate on that record?
A long time ago, when we used to work, which you boys never thought we'd used to. Yeah. Me and my mate, Sir John, had 16 Indians out of 18 Saturdays. The other 2 were rained off. So if the other 2 were rained off, could we reckon we could have done 18? We could have done 18. What was Indian? The Shah? It was, yes. Shah. Now Bollywood Lounge, anyone who fancies Indian, nice Indian, boys went there Christmas time. I got one little thing left for you, don't know about this. I asked a few people, it was on Facebook, I asked a few people
I sent a text round. Describe David Seage in 3 words.
I read a few last night.
So there's a couple in here. There's one. I'm going to ask you if you could guess who they are.
Who they are?
Yeah.
Right.
So the first one, St Helens pontoon legend.
That's
Lewis Jones has said that. But there's a couple on here. This one, John Smith's and kebab meat.
Ghastly.
Kev Watts, your good mate soup.
Right.
Ginger, bow and bread.
I am with a clue.
He was a little bit chunky in his childhood days.
Tonka.
Tonka, yeah, that's it, right. Bike, wall and crab.
Boy.
Mark Cox.
All right.
But there's a couple more on you. I know, like legend, fence and dry drop. Obviously, courageous, committed, charismatic. Ginger, nuisance, childish. Loved by all. That was your chairman, Mr. Mark Jones, text me, loved by all. But the biggest word that comes out here is legend. And I think I text a couple of the current players, a couple of the ex-players, and I think the word that sticks out is legend. I think you have a real impact on the club, and I think a lot of people really, really respect you and hold you in high esteem down here. Especially that's why I went to with the interview. We could have gone 2 hours with this interview. We could have had a take the Mick interview, which we might have.
Second part.
Second part. We might have part 2, but I really wanted to do a part 1 with Di, a serious interview, because as much as we all wind him up and keg him and move his chair and take his bike and nick his glasses or take his bag when he says, "Oi, there's money in there." I wanted to do a serious interview just because we want to show you our appreciation of us. So Di, it's a pleasure.
Right.
Don't tear up. Don't tear up.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
But Di will be in the club on Saturday for John Smith's. If you want to buy him a John Smith's, so just say thank you to Di, a bit of show of appreciation. If not, just give him a mama and he'll be happy with that. But Di, thank you very much.
Right. Thank you very much. All right.
Cheers.